Coming to you from Final Third Cigar and Whiskey Lounge in Ingalls, Indiana, Indiana's exclusive Aladino Cigar Lounge. It's Final Third Friday.
Welcome back to Final Third Friday. I'm Rob.
And I'm Isaiah. We got a twice returner with us, Mr. Scott Johnson. Actually, Dr. Scott Johnston. I can't forget about the doctorate.
Yeah, whatever. Big deal.
Big deal. What's it in? Chemical engineering?
Yes.
Yeah, which means that he's the one who makes acid for all your kids.
Yeah. He didn't help people.
No.
He's not that kind of doctor.
No, he's not that kind of doctor. Well, he might, depending on what music festival you're going to.
True. As long as it's Metal Fest, we're in good hands.
Oh yeah.
I'm the old guy hanging out in the back.
Yeah.
Staying away from mosh pits.
Well, nobody needs a mosh pit.
Did you ever mosh?
No. Do I look like somebody who moshes?
Well, I just, being into metal like you are, just figured at least once or twice you would have been like, maybe I'll give that a shot.
No. I did suffer one concert injury, and that was in college because I was the skinny guy in the group, and the group that I was with decided I needed to crowd surf at a Ramones show, and somebody yanked me out by the back of the pants, and next thing you know,
you're full wedgie in the air.
Yeah,
I'm
in the air. I'm in the air, except they scooted me all the way to the edge of the crowd, and then just dropped me on the floor. And I chipped a bone in my elbow, and that was it.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
So the closest you've got to moshing is crowd surfing.
Crowd surfing. Yeah.
Wow. It's definitely interesting.
But that was many pounds ago, so I can't be picked up now.
Yeah. So it's functional. The weight is functional.
It's to keep that from happening again.
Yeah.
It's
Understandable.
purposeful.
Yeah. So, Rob, would you like to explain what happened to your face?
Sometimes the trimmers get involved. You just chop it off. I get bored, man. Every once in a while I get bored and I just cut it off.
I would have really just loved to see you with a Fu Manchu or something.
Mutton chops.
It can still happen.
Mutton chops,
Yeah.
Or I can just do the Indiana mustache that just comes down the side.
Don't do the Hulk Hogan.
Oh, yeah.
The Hulk Hogan. There you go.
Yeah, the Hulk Hogan, I think, could be a good look for you.
Oh, yeah.
Just wouldn't cover up the double chin as much.
No, that's why I keep this growing. Gotta keep just enough hair to cover the chins.
Yeah. Well, what are we smoking today, Rob?
Well, today we're going to be smoking the Dedicación from All Saints in the Vesper size. This is a Mexican San Andreas over Nicaraguan cigar. We really thought this might pair well with the whiskey we're going to have today.
Yeah, and we're doing the Penelope Architect. This is a 4-year-old MGP blend from Penelope that's all finished in French oak.
Yeah, and this is build 6, so it's the latest one that just came out in Indiana. So
I don't remember what proof it is. Do you see it?
I think it's 104. Yeah,
Okay.
104 proof.
Yeah, which they always drink so much better than their proof.
They
would
do.
say.
And this is actually, I've had quite a few of the Architects. I don't remember as much smoke in them that I felt like I got in that one. I'm anxious to try it on a fresh palate to see how it is, but
Were you just breathing into the bottle?
who knows, man? I could have blown some smoke in there. We also have a couple of fun things. We're just going to do this as kind of a note to see how Chattanooga is doing with their special releases.
Always will. They always
do. But I've got the bottle of last year's. What is that, number 10?
10th anniversary.
The 10th anniversary, and then Scott brought in the 11th anniversary. It just came out. We're going to kind of pair them and see what they're like, for science.
It is for science, yeah. All right. I went straight cut on the Vesper. Is that what you're doing?
Straight over the V. For
It
the
actually
little
looks like it could handle a V.
I think it does. I've done it before. I've been smoking a lot straight cuts a lot more lately.
I'll do straight, but I hate this thing for straight cuts.
You can do V.
because,
Do V. Try a V on it.
Yeah,
It
I'll
should
try.
hold up fine. It's got a big cap.
I can't be relied on to do straight cuts with the SV without chopping off like a 1/4 inch of the cigar.
I know those things. That cutter is the same cutter I have here, the SV cutter from Colibri. You can't bottom your cigar out on it.
No, especially not this one.
Nope.
No,
Maybe
no.
a Gurkha. Bottom out a Gurkha.
It's probably the best thing for it.
It probably is.
Yeah.
I should have done that to the Gurkha that I had in my humidor that I smoked.
Yeah. This is chocolate covered raisins.
Oh, yeah, all day. more chocolate than raisin. Too.
Yeah, but it has that musty quality to it too, which is very nice.
Yeah, which means they've got some nice aging on this too,
Yeah.
with that little bit of barnyard going in there too. That's nice. I'm ready to get her lit up.
Yeah.
So I did see a couple things happen this week.
What'd
I thought
you
was
see
interesting. So first off, Crowned Heads, which we got an event coming up here soon, is releasing their Las Calaveras 2023 here, I think, in another month or two.
Yeah.
So we'll be getting those in here. If you want to try last year's, we still have some. So you might as well get in here and try them because if you've heard us talk about it before, that cigar really needed some age on it in the humidor, and they're smoking fantastic right now.
Oh, they're delicious right now.
So hopefully these new ones are ready right out of the box. If not, we'll have some of those for a little while too, hopefully.
Yeah.
There was
Rob,
some,
I thought you said you were going to light up your cigar.
I was, but I'm talking.
Too busy talking.
So,
surfing the
Have
internet.
you heard
He's texting his girlfriend.
exactly?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Tell her you're busy.
So have you heard about Buffalo Trace doing their ultra rare peated bourbon release?
No.
I haven't either.
I don't even feel like that would hit the Buffalo Trace crowd, though.
I don't either. That one seemed like one that just didn't make sense.
Ultra rare? Why is it ultra rare? Because you
They
just
had one barrel.
They
that-
had one barrel
it was
that nobody
next to
liked.
the fire that they screwed up. Yeah.
I mean, peated doesn't mean just next to the fire.
I know
Like,
it
they
doesn't,
went out
but-
of their way to do that.
Actually, they even say in the article that they use peated grain or the peated grains and everything like just like they do in Scotland. So
Yeah.
it'd be interesting to see what it's like. Honestly, I doubt it's as good as a peated Scotch in any way, but
So picture this: George T. peated.
No,
no.
no. Well, you know me. I'm not a big peat guy.
Yeah, I know.
I need my peat to be very subtle. I need.
Yeah.
I do not enjoy the ones like some of the stuff that you drink. I know.
You like
Yeah.
little Pete's.
I like little. Peats.
Gotcha.
I like little tiny peats.
I got you.
Typically under 18 years old as well.
All right. And then also Jack Daniels. I heard you. That's why I'm passing it on.
That's just wrong.
Jack
You're
Daniels
welcome.
is at it again.
Yeah.
They're trying to sue everybody in the world right now. They tried to sue a comedy duo from overseas because they were naming their whiskey brand Jack and Victor.
Oh,
and they
just
went
'cause it
after
says
him.
One of their
Just 'cause
names
it says
Jack.
Yeah, in a show they were a comedy duo.
We
That was the name.
trademarked the name Jack.
Exactly.
Nice.
And the court said, "Yeah, sorry guys, you don't win that one." So they were
Lucky.
told to pay. Jack Daniels has to pay them back $3,958 for the court costs.
I think it would have been funnier if the
Just
other guy's name was-
3,000?
Yeah,
I mean, that's pretty low court cost.
It kinda
to that
is.
Point.
If that comedy duo would have been Jack and Daniel, that would have been funny.
that would have been great. But again,
That
it
would
was
have been good.
Their names,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Jack's going out of control, man. Going after dog toy companies.
Oh,
and
yeah.
comedy duos.
Well, I mean, when you're at the level Jack is, you have a retainer of lawyers that are just dying to do
they
something.
got to do something.
They've got to do something to make it seem like. I mean, they're worth the money. So, what other thing would you do other than have them go after?
Yeah.
What are the off the light notes you guys are getting? I'm getting kind of an umami note, not as much chocolate as I was expecting from it, and just a little bit of black pepper on the retro hail.
Yeah, very fleeting black pepper. Definitely that kind of mushroomy umami. If it's any chocolate, it's just a very, very light cocoa,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, I was a little fooled by it too. I mean, I got a lot of chocolate on the cold draw.
Oh yeah,
And then I lit it up and I was expecting it and it was like, where
which
did
I think
go?
it'll come.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Find out. I don't remember because I know that the Churchill size that we have in this dedication is actually very chocolatey.
Yeah.
So that one kind of surprised me that it didn't come out of the gates chocolatey.
Same with me, actually.
Oh.
The dedication, that Commandant, is one of my favorite ones. And that was my first box purchase
Oh yeah.
when you guys had the All Saints event here. And I love that, mostly for the chocolate. Like,
Yeah.
if I want chocolate, that's the one I'm going to. And so when I got it on the cold draw with this, I was expecting that. And now I'm not getting it. I'm kind of
No.
hoping it comes back.
Me too. And this whiskey, man, it's
my gosh,
got so much floral in the nose, and
yeah. So it's more of a honey type sweetness, or kind of reminds me of honeysuckle, like the honeysuckle flower. Has a lot of those baking spice qualities.
yeah, I'm
to
not
it as
getting
well.
the smoke I was getting last night on it.
Yeah.
So it must just been my palate yesterday. At the very end, what's hanging
It
on
is
the
almost
tongue?
that astringent. Kind of does remind me of like a Lefroy.
Yeah, more on the
smoke.
campfire side than the peat side. I like that.
It's like, have you ever had
Butterscotchy.
have you ever had the High West campfire?
Uh-uh.
It's like drinking a campfire. It got
Oh.
that real smoke to it, but it's not a peat smoke at all.
Yeah.
It's a little too much for me. But that's kind of like what you get a hint of.
I
on
think
the
it's.
end of
I
that.
think High West Campfire is too much for everyone.
Oh, it's
I'm-
really not good. It's a little too much.
That's one of those whiskeys where I just don't think they thought to ask, should we do this? Like, clearly they can, but they just
Yeah.
never asked, who's the
Why?
market for this?
That's right.
Who wants this?
I think it's just like everybody right now. Everyone's trying to do something different first so that they can say they were the claim to fame if it's good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where finishing kind of started. You know, someone said,
I mean,
"Let's
and
finish."
they really did popularize the port finish rye with their Midwinter Nights Dram, which is sadly going downhill since have been bought out.
Yeah, that last one wasn't very good. It wasn't. It was good. It wasn't.
It
great.
wasn't worth the money.
No.
You know what is worth the money though you can't get it. The Starlight Port Rye from Final Third Cigar and Whiskey Lounge.
You can get it
That's
by
an
2 ounce
exceptional
pours or 4 ounce pours if you really want one.
Yeah.
We got some left. We don't have a ton left though.
No.
We're down to just our last few cases. So
Oh, really?
yeah,
It really
Nice.
is. I think it was the Bothers that were over, and I gave them a pour of Midwinters, and then after that followed it with the Starlight, and they're like, "Oh yeah, these do the same thing." It's like,
yeah.
except the Starlight's fuller flavor because it's foolproof.
Yeah.
Well, you've been saying that for a while, and I've never head to head those two.
Yeah,
I have to try that.
yeah, you should.
try
You
that.
should. I mean, they legitimately do the same exact thing because Midwinters is pretty port heavy, just like that rye is.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Well,
too.
and if you guys all know Isaiah, you know that he really gives his palms a rough ride quite a bit. This week was no exception.
Why do you have to say it like that?
So Isaiah
Is that
had
the
surgery this week.
How long have you been sitting on that?
I just thought of it.
Oh my
actually.
gosh! Oh my
I just
gosh!
thought of
This
it.
combined with the reference from last week where you couldn't
Yeah,
give everybody on the podcast a little show.
Oh yeah.
That's
And,
just-
so
That is
Isaiah
so
had
rough.
carpal tunnel surgery this week, and
I
his
did.
hand's hurting pretty bad right
Yeah,
now.
I mean it's just completely bruised. I'm trying to stay off the pain meds because they say you can't do that and drink alcohol.
So which hand did you get done?
They say
my
you
left
can.
hand?
Your left hand?
Yeah.
Okay,
which
so-
is my dominant hand. So
Yeah, that sucks.
yeah.
So does the right hand feel like something? Never mind.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
curious if maybe it felt
Yeah.
different.
It's like being with a stranger.
Exactly.
You guys are middle schoolers. Dr. Johnson, you had a RH rant in our chat this
You
week.
don't you don't want me to get started
Well,
on this, right?
we probably
you really don't.
That's gonna be
Okay.
a 4-hour episode.
You have 3 minutes.
3
Tell
minutes.
people what they need to know and what to watch out for in these stupid cigar groups.
Okay, a number of years ago, it was like there was an influx of people who had finally learned the difference between absolute humidity and relative humidity.
Okay.
And then that's when they realized that relative humidity is a function of temperature.
right.
So you know how it is. If you raise the temperature, the relative humidity drops. So there was a bunch of people who went on and asserted that the important thing for cigars was absolute humidity and not relative humidity. They just wanted the same amount of water in the air. And so that's where you get those crazy tables, right? If you keep your humidor at like 60 degrees, you should have it at like 80% RH.
Yeah.
Something stupid.
Yeah.
And what they don't realize is that the important thing is the percentage moisture content in the cigar. That's what you're really looking
Yep.
for. And
Yep.
that all of this stuff is an indirect measurement of that. And all of the literature, and there is some literature for, mostly it comes from cigarette companies, where they're looking at percentage moisture content in like burleys and things that they put into cigarettes. And all of that says that the percentage moisture content is strongly correlated with relative humidity and not absolute humidity.
Right.
So the key is, if you like a relative humidity, target that relative humidity.
Yeah.
Keep your humidor within a certain temperature range,
Yeah.
not too extreme, but you're always targeting 67% or whatever you want.
Yeah, whatever you want. Yeah.
Because really what you're looking to do is maintain your percentage moisture content in the cigar.
And most
all of
people
this,
keep their houses somewhere between 65 and 72 anyway.
Right.
That's fine. You
Yeah.
don't have to worry about screwing around with temperature much with that.
yeah, but those crazy tables, you just have to ignore that. I mean,
Yeah.
relative humidity is the driving force. Air wants to give up or release water to reach a certain level of percentage of saturation. So it's relative humidity that's important.
Yeah.
Just because you learn that absolute humidity and relative humidity are different doesn't mean you start targeting absolute
Right.
humidity.
But that is why we deal in RH, relative humidity.
Right.
Because that's what's correlated with the percentage moisture content in the cigar.
So here's the deal. If you ever get a wild hair about you and think that you're smarter than the guys at Bovida, go ahead and put your cigar down. Come over to Final Third, buy a Bovida pack, stick it in your humidor, and I promise you, your cigars are going to smoke just fine, and you won't have to worry about them.
And that's the key is, people ask me all the time, where should I be? What's my humidity I should have? I'm like, well, what's your humidity home right now? They're like, I think it's like 63, 64. I said, how's it smoking for you? Perfect. I'm like, don't
There you
change
go.
anything.
Then you're done.
The
Yeah.
whole point is getting the cigar to smoke the way you want to. If you like a little tighter draw in your cigar, keep your humidity up closer to 70.
If
If
you
you like
like
a more
your-
open draw,
Yeah.
60.
But the other thing is it affects burn time because
It
of the
does.
amount of moisture. So you get something too wet, and you'll have trouble keeping it lit and all of that stuff. But
Yeah, and that's why we had that conversation a few days ago about how accurate is Bovida,
yeah,
right? Because
which it's like plus or minus
2%.
2%.
Yeah.
And that's what I found. I was calibrating hygrometers, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to take a Bovida pack, 69%, stuff it in a Tupperware, stick my hygrometer in there, close the lid, and see what happens.
Yeah.
Mostly everything that I have like 3 or 4 different hygrometers, and they were all coming out to like 71. That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
And you had
it's
a
close.
61% pack in there?
69%.
Yeah.
And it came out at
69,
71.
Yeah.
So I call that close enough.
Yeah.
That is.
Well, and in the summer, I always had to drop. I mean, there was a few years I would drop it down to 62 packs, which those are actually, you can only buy those on their website because those are for marijuana. I mean, that's what they use for cannabis.
Is that what you had them on hand for?
No, I had to go buy them. But 65s are what I do year round. And then if it gets too humid in the summer, I'll throw 62s in there just to bring it down a little bit more.
Okay, speaking of cannabis, I was driving through Anderson this morning, and there is a new billboard up from one of the middle schools, and it's just got this innocent-looking, probably straight-A student girl's face on it, and the entire billboard reads, "Don't do pot, or your brain will rot."
Okay.
All right.
Meth is
There you go.
okay.
Don't
Don't worry about meth.
I just don't know that many people that would say they do pot. Like,
Yeah, don't do
you
pot.
do a line of coke, you do heroin.
You let Fireball happen to you.
Fireball is speaking of Fireball. Would you like to share your shirt with the jury?
I wore this for you guys.
Okay,
I'm actually going to take this.
Yeah, you need to wear that loud and proud,
That's
buddy.
right. Here we go. I wear my
I mean, I
Fireball
can't say
shirt.
how proud, but loud.
so here's
You know
That's
what?
all right.
I
Tam
get-
just mad she didn't wear hers in.
Tam is a Fireball girl.
And look, I get so much crap on this show. I don't even know how I got associated with Fireball.
It's
but I
'cause
just
you still
decided
drink it.
I just decided to lean heavily. No, you know what happened? I
don't wanna
posted
hear
a
it.
picture on the Indiana Bourbon Club Facebook
yeah.
page just because I wanted to be ironic. I put this big handle of Fireball on the table, put a Glencairn, and it poured some Fireball into the Glencairn just to see what kind of reaction I get. I don't even think I was the first one. I think somebody else had posted
somebody
something
else did
similar
it
about
first.
And I just did it. And all of a sudden, I'm getting a bunch of crap about Fireball. I'm like, I'm leaning into that now. I don't care.
So here's the worst part about this, Scott. You owned this shirt for a while now.
I did. I did.
And that's not a cheap one you got. That you spent a little money on that one.
Did you go to the Fireball factory?
No, it was probably
Do
one of
a
those.
factory tour over there.
That's right, my
Barrel pick.
I'm doing my barrel pick.
Fireball barrel.
My barrel-proof Fireball is going to kick ass, and you're going to like it.
Oh,
Barrel-proof
yeah. I think
Fireball.
it is barrel proof at 30%.
Once you had all that sugar and chemical.
No, I just decided, I'm going to wear this today because I get so much crap on this show about, Fireball and Scott, and I'm like, okay, fine.
Yeah, we just like giving you crap.
Because you deserve it.
Yeah. And so back to this cigar. It is not doing much for me.
It's not doing the chocolatey thing.
It's not doing
not
the
at all.
chocolate thing. I'm a little disappointed, actually.
I mean, maybe it will, or maybe I'm smoking it too fast. I don't know, man.
It's got a decent flavor to it. It's just not coming through with the chocolate that the Commandant comes through with. So
it's still doing that umami thing for me,
is.
and it's almost more of a dry umami.
Yeah, I will say it definitely reminds with the whiskey.
Oh, it goes great with the whiskey. It's not as mushroomy to me right now. It's almost more soy sauce.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
without the salt.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that Architect Build 6 is really nice, and somebody had given me samples of like the builds 2 and 3, I think they were.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was something that I ate that day or something, but I'm a big French oak guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys know I'm a big French oak guy. He especially knows that after the ATS Indy pick where you guys didn't pick that French oak that I love so much.
Hey, all I want to tell you is Ted Huber didn't pick your French oak barrel.
No, you know why? Because Ted Huber wanted that French oak barrel for that French oak small batch, or that double oak small batch he was doing. And he steered you away from it.
That wasn't even ready. He told us it wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready yet.
So
he wanted that for his blend.
Okay.
Anyway, so
Scott Johnson always goes for the immature ones.
What?
So mean. Go ahead and finish your story.
Yeah, finish
You
your
guys are
story.
wrong.
Finish your
And you know what?
story.
My wife's going to watch this, and then she's going to be mad at you.
She won't be mad at us. She's
she
going to be
like
cracking
Fireball?
up.
Huh?
Scott, somebody's
No.
got to
Like
keep you
Fireball? Okay.
humble, man. Somebody keeps you humble.
Anyway, where I was going with this whole thing is that I tried builds 2 and 3, and I wasn't as big of a fan as I thought I was going to be. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I was really surprised by that. But this one,
I'm trying to
this
think
one
of
is
what
really
all
nice.
builds I've had because I know Brandon Whistler. Cheers. We gotta start
Shout out
drinking
to
to cheers.
Brandon.
He's got probably one of the better Penelope collections I've seen in our area, and I think he's got most, if not all, the Architects.
Yeah.
And I've tried a few of those, and I've liked all of them so far.
The craziest thing to me about this is that it's 4-year age stated. So I would probably guess you got like 4 to 6 year product in here. And it just tastes that good. Can you imagine getting that sort of like juice from MGP, because they're openly stated an MGP company.
Yep.
And finishing and blending it that well.
Yeah.
Like, they are wizards.
Well, and I'll tell you, this is 104 proof, and what we like. I mean, we do not turn away 140 plus proof stuff. This doesn't need any more proof. This is actually doing really nice at 104.
I mean, I wouldn't turn it down.
I wouldn't turn it down, but the flavor is there.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's not gonna, like, if you're drinking even that Old Bones rye, I'm not sure that's gonna blow this out of the water. This still has enough flavor to hang out.
Yep.
This is really, really interesting.
And the cool thing about their bottles on the back of them, they show kind of how they built this batch.
Yeah.
And they've got their kind of, it's kind of their flavor wheel kind of thing going, and they show how the dots line up in each one of the flavor categories and how they're trying to keep it into a specific design on the bottle. And I'm sure that they probably in their minds, as good of blenders as they are, they probably have kind of a shape in mind that they're trying to create for a blend of a flavor. And they're just continuing to blend it until they get that kind of shape going to get those flavors. And And the only person I've ever seen do that, and he does it by hand, is the distiller over at Boone County Jail Distillery.
Okay.
He's got that same kind of chart, and he's doing the dots on every single thing he does to get tasting notes and stuff on each barrel that they picked, which at the time they were getting a lot of MGP as well.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool to see that a lot of people still do that in the profiles when they're blending.
Yeah, it is. And they do a great job. What's interesting to me about this is it's bottled in Bardstown, Kentucky. So I'd imagine they're using BBC for all their blending and everything.
Could be, yeah.
But I thought they were a New Jersey company.
They are.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do they have a rickhouse in New Jersey where they're storing barrels, or are they actually just doing blending there?
I would bet not. I bet they're storing all over at Bardstown.
Well,
Yeah.
New Jersey's not a cheap place to have anything, so I
Well,
imagine
and the
they
other
probably
thing
just have an
is
office
even
there.
if they were waiting for stuff to come of age in New Jersey and then taking it over to Bardstown, like to be able to cross that many state lines with barrels, like that's more paperwork and more money
Yeah.
than you'd want to pay.
I would almost bet they don't, and I may be completely wrong, but I would have a hard time believing that the price point their bottles are, that they'd be aging any of this stuff in Jersey. Because they'd
Yeah.
have to have a big warehouse, and that is just not cheap property to rent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're just buying barrels from MGP, having them sent directly to BBC,
Yeah.
I would.
and
I mean, there's a
putting
lot-
them in French oak barrels to finish them, and then they're going out there and they're figuring out blends,
Yeah.
and then
And
they're
by-
having BBC bottle it, and that's done.
For
Yeah.
anybody that doesn't know, BBC is Bardstown Bourbon Company.
Yeah, which they are. Which the funny part is, considering who Penelope just got bought out with, BBC is MGP's Midwest Grain Products biggest competitor.
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
And probably, I would assume, probably pretty far behind still.
I would
MGP.
imagine.
Now they may be gaining over the next few years, but I bet you they're
Okay.
still pretty far behind.
So the craziest part with BBC is they were profitable day one.
that's cool.
Yeah, just because of their contract distillation. And so what they do above MGP is actually having bottling lines and everything else that people can use. So you could basically have an office and then run your whiskey brand out of BBC. The Bourbon Pursuit guys do that with their Pursuit Series spirits.
Okay.
Right.
Like they have barrels there from Finger Lakes Distilling, and they're buying barrels from BBC as well, and they just have them all aging in rick houses over there. So it's not like BBC says, "Oh no, that didn't come from us. It can't be in our rick house." No,
Yeah.
they'll take your money and charge you a barrel storage
wouldn't
fee.
they? Yeah.
You know, less work they had to do, and
Yeah.
you're paying for it. So. But and the other thing that's nice about that is they have all the tanks and the vats and all the equipment to actually blend well, and they got a full lab on there. So if you want to go crazy and reading into chemical compounds, like I'm sure you can do that at BBC for
I
your
bet.
product.
Yeah.
Let's take a moment to hear from our partners. Is your closet starting to feel a little weak? You know, like shoddy fabrics, misshaped, tired designs? Then 7 Strong brand has exactly what you need to reinforce your look. We're talking a 4-way stretch of polyester, cotton blend, silky smooth, breathable, and above all, true to fit while keeping its fit. No? But what about our hidden collar button with reinforced stretching? It's pretty strong. Or how about designs that'll get you a standing ovation no matter the occasion? Happy hours to baby showers, the flight to date night, even from the shore to stepping out to the store. 7 Strong brand has button-down shirts that will transition you from one place to the next and make you stand out every single time. And for listening to our show, new customers get $5 off their first purchase with code FINAL3rd. Not to mention, all orders over $50 qualify for free shipping. And you know, just like any label on a bottle or cigar, these shirts are going to be a stamp of quality every time you wear them. So find your strength and style by checking out 7-strong.com, as well as following 7 Strong brand on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Our wonderful new table is brought to you by Deadwood Live. That's D-E-D Wood Live. Go check them out on Facebook and see what Derek can do for you. From bars to tabletops to a giant podcast table, they specialize in making super high quality furniture from live edge woods and reused barrels. So reach out to them on Facebook and see what they can do for you.
Well, so when this actually airs, the following Fridays, so it'll be 1 week past this one, that's when we got Dave from Crowned Heads coming in for an event.
Yeah.
And then we also have Les from Calibri coming in. We're doing a multi-event going there. If you are one of those guys that loves getting cigars you can only get at events, this is one you want to come to. This is where you get the blood medicines. He's bringing us a bunch of those. So if you buy a box, you get a 4-pack of blood medicines. Plus, when you're buying a box here on an event day, you're getting 20% off.
Yeah.
You're getting eight free cigars out of buying 20 when you do that. So it's a great deal, and I'm sure he'll bring some swag along with him too. But that's coming up. But I don't know if you guys realize this, but when this airs, the following Wednesday, we're going to be down at French Lick doing a barrel pick.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm super looking forward to that.
What's the date on that?
The 7th.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that too.
Yeah. So we're heading down there. I mean, we're pretty sure. Oh, nice song on the radio. Motherfucker got fucked up. You gotta love that. Oh, by the way, you forgot to announce the name of this episode.
What's the name of this episode?
Oh yeah, so we conceptualized this last night.
Okay.
Over
And
bourbon, of course,
I think the episode was called "Effing with Isaiah," right?
Okay.
but not effing.
Yeah,
We
could fuck
not,
with Isaiah.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet you would like to.
That just threw me off. I'm looking up there, but
You really think I'm gonna be able to list that as the YouTube title and everything?
no,
Yes.
no. But with French Lick, so we
But that part comes later. So
we've talked about that too, and I'm probably 75% sure that we're
Are
gonna
you
end
gonna
up
make
picking.
us smoke the Fireball cigars?
what?
Okay, so back to French Lick. We're probably gonna be picking a barrel proof brandy.
Brandy, yeah.
But we'll have options of trying some of the other stuff too.
Fine girl.
What a good wife she
it's
would
a
be.
Fireball barrel finished brandy. That's what we're picking.
All right,
Who hurt you?
Motherfucker got fucked
Who
up.
hurt you?
So yes, we do have Fireball cigars to light up next. So give that a whiff, Isaiah.
Yeah, go ahead. Stick your nose in there.
Give that a whiff, buddy. I'm going to tell you right now.
It smells super sour.
It does.
Yeah.
Wait.
So I'm going to tell you right now. I talked to Trey Mack this week.
Okay.
And he shout out.
Shout out to Trey
Shout out Trey
Mack.
Mack.
Love you, buddy.
It's very subtle. Oh yeah, I can't. I got my hands full. Here you go. Take
So
that.
Trey Mack has been
yeah. Tell
after
him
we
that.
talked about this with him. He has been going off the deep end.
Okay.
He is trying so many different things.
I thought Trey Mack just lives in the deep end.
Well, he does.
Yeah.
But they are really wanting to do this large scale, and he is researching this to the nth degree, and they're going to find a way.
Yeah.
You know what he said was the number one best liquor to use that he's used so
Did he
far?
say Fireball?
Fireball. He said it was the best flavor on it, but it also was the best absorption of any of the liquors he's used. I'm like, God, that's so sad.
Trey Mack.
I'm just saying.
Trey Mack.
No.
I'm not really happy with you right now. Well, I don't know that we can still be friends.
Yeah, you can. After you smoke this, you're gonna be in heaven. You're gonna be asking him to get you a T-shirt. I guarantee it. Fireball cigars.
Did you bring us a bottle of Fireball?
No, I did
Thank
not.
God. I didn't want to go that far.
Well, you didn't pair your JTS Brown Tatascans with JTS Brown, did you? Did you do that?
I don't
Actually,
think
I
so.
think we did, didn't we?
Might have.
Or at least we tried it together. but-
Yeah.
You know what? I bet this Fireball Tatascan would pair well with is the cream soda.
Nothing. It wouldn't.
You know what? We'll probably find out. It probably pulled the only good part out of Fireball and put it
It's
in the
just the
cigar.
cinnamon, so it intensifies the baking spice
It
notes.
could. It might
Yeah.
be. It actually might work well. We'll find out in a few
I'm
minutes.
sure it does.
That's what we're
'cause
lighting
there's-
up once we get done with this.
Okay,
He's gonna take forever to smoke
think
the rest of that cigar.
I think I'm definitely into the second third on this.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
I guess I'm lagging.
It's
behind.
Well,
it's-
when you get to the end of your part, I can lay this down. We'll go to the
Yeah,
the big boy.
So this is it keeps building in those umami qualities. Still black pepper on the retrohale. It's not going as far for me. Or are you what are you getting that's new, Rob? There's a little bit of woodiness in there.
It's mellower. It's the umami's dropped a lot. The thing that's throwing me off is in a dark cigar like this, I want spice, and this being a medium strength, you're not going to get it. But I was hoping for a little more chocolate, and I'm not getting much chocolate at all. Maybe super dark cacao or something, but not much. I mean, it's hunting for it, but it's not there. But it's nice. It's just it's a little bit more mellow than we usually do on the show.
I'm intrigued at how different it is from the other dedication.
I am too. I would have expected the flavor to bounce up a lot, and it doesn't.
This just feels like a different cigar.
It does.
It does. And I was expecting for the smaller ring gauge to get a lot more of that Mexican San Andreas chocolate kind of
was
flavor.
too. It should. That's what's throwing me off so much. So I don't know what's going on with it.
You know what it almost tastes like? I'm not making any judgments, but if you told me this was a Sumatra wrapper, I'd say, oh, okay.
I could see that, yeah. It definitely tastes more like a Sumatra. And a lighter Sumatra, not the dark.
And that is not me making any statements about how true the blend is on this. This is just saying, if you told me it was a Sumatra, I don't think I'd question that at all.
No, I don't.
And that's the thing, too.
I love
2
you,
years
Mickey
ago,
Peg.
Sumatra I didn't like any Sumatras. But they have gotten this dark Sumatra out there, and everyone's making them, and they're delicious. So that was nice to see, because I was so frustrated when I saw all these Sumatras coming out. I'm like, damn it, I hate Sumatra. Nope, they're actually really good.
Yeah,
You hate Sumatra?
I do. I used to.
Really?
I used to, especially light
you think
Sumatra.
about like the Christoph Sumatra and like.
Well, even the Call to Arms from Stolen Thrones was a great cigar, but it was that light Sumatra, and I just didn't like the flavor.
Earthy, yeah.
It was. That's what it is, just too much earth going on.
Well, that's
like the terroir in a nice wine. You don't really want it in your cigar. At least I don't.
Yeah.
Eric Jansen does. Shout out to Eric.
Yeah, Eric.
well,
Cheers.
that's my microphone in the way.
Yeah, the
Well, that knuckle sandwich Maduro is a Sumatra.
Yeah. So is the Azulejo, and I love both of them.
Yeah,
so.
those are great.
The Unfinished Business from Rojas,
Also,
another
very good.
great one.
Yeah.
I think I'm the only person who likes that more than I like the statements.
I like it both about the
Yeah.
same.
Really?
I smoked one last night. And
I enjoy
great.
it
I'm
more
still
than I enjoy
waiting
the
for that
statements.
breakfast tacos Maduro
Oh, I can't wait.
to come out
In a
real
regular size.
because I think that'll blow both of those out of the water.
I think it will too.
I have not had the breakfast tacos Maduro, not yet.
Oh, you gotta smoke
you're-
one.
I gotta
you're
do
missing
that.
out.
I got to do that one.
And it's a fairly quick smoke too.
Yeah, it's about like this. Maybe a little bit even shorter than this one.
They
so.
say 30 minutes on them, but I think you got to try to get it into 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, how long have we been going on this one? I think I'm smoking it slower than you guys are, but
Or around 40 minutes.
Yeah,
now.
so
that's
we'll have to
crazy
get into the next one here in a
for
minute.
a little thing like that. I was like, oh, this will leave a lot of time for the Tatascan.
I'm good to move on to the Tatascan if you guys want to. I'm finally getting more the cocoa, like almost pebbles notes in it now that I'm
It
into
is
the final
getting there.
third.
It's
Yeah.
almost like a toasted Cocoa Pebbles.
Yeah, or the chocolate rice Krispies.
Oh yeah. You're afraid to try that one and go, wow, I really like that.
I am gonna leave this All Saints on as a palate cleanser. Gonna try
Now
and
the
keep it
foot
going.
is all candied cinnamon.
That's interesting. I'm not getting as much of the cinnamon as I did
On the
like
foot,
a
you're
week
not?
ago.
Oh,
Okay.
When I pulled it
okay.
out.
So I pulled
I
it out of
just-
the bag this morning and put them in the box to let
So
them air a
I
little
just
bit.
cut the head on mine, and it is candied cinnamon.
There you go.
See, now these were in for 2 weeks because you said around 2 weeks was
2
the
weeks
right
seems
time.
magic. Yeah.
And then they've been out for like a week, just in.
And they feel like the right humidity.
Yeah.
They've been lovingly cared for.
Now that, like you said, that 2 week mark seems to be it because once you get beyond 2 weeks, they start popping.
Yeah, I mean, all your stuff you do is lovingly cared for. We had
That's actually not bad. It's not overly
Cold draw.
it's not
I forgot
overly-
the cold draw. I'm already lighting it up.
It's not overly sweet.
We had Luke from Canada
Shout
text
out.
us this week, and
Shout
he
out.
said, "I can't believe you guys even put those fake Cubans in your humidor." And I told him, I said, if they were in Dr. Johnson's for as long as they were, it was fine.
Well, and they were still in if it was cellophane, they were in that. Still.
I thought the burn test said it was cellophane.
It smelled like it for sure. So
It did. Okay.
What I don't remember is if the cellophane was clear 20 years ago or not.
I don't think so. It looked like it was actually
looks like a-
unnatural yellow.
Okay.
Because usually they turn more brown than that yellow.
It's like super nutty. Oh my goodness.
I know people are probably getting tired of hearing about this experiment, but it is going to be coming as an option eventually.
That is so weird, dude. Have you smoked one of these yet?
No, I had 3 of them. This is what
Okay.
Super subtle.
The retro hail is spicy cinnamon, though.
Okay.
I'm not mad about it.
It's not bad.
No.
Oh, yeah. You get the retro hell?
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
It's like red hot cinnamon on the retro hail.
I like that just about as much as the JTS Brown one.
I do think I would prefer the JTS brown one.
I think
but
I
like,
do too, but it's
this is
similar.
a completely acceptable cigar. Like, if
And-
you handed this to me, I'm not sure I'd be able to tell you it was flavored. One.
No.
And two, like,
Well, have you ever had the CLE Corojo,
no.
the little box special? That one tastes like candied cinnamon. Where
The
this
smoke
one's
is
got
a little
less
bit
of
sweet
that
on
than
this,
that
though.
one.
That retro
It
hell
is.
is wild.
Yeah.
It's actually working nice, man.
So Trey Mac might have been right.
We gave you so much crap about this. This is going to go great with the architect. I'm just telling you.
I'm out of the architect, but
Well, grab some more. Then oh,
my gosh. That is here.
that changes the profile a lot of that Penelope.
yeah, I'm running out of places to put
Yeah, that's really nice.
It's like candied cinnamon just laying on the palate now.
yeah.
Um,
Wild.
and we'll have to get into the founders here in a minute too.
So pour yourself a full 3 ounces and chug it so we can get into the founders.
There you go. No,
You do have all afternoon to be with us, don't you?
sure.
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 Sure I do.
Jolene will watch this and be like, "That's why you were late."
That is that is crazy. I can't believe that. With the architect,
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
it's like cinnamon rolls, man.
Gosh, we're gonna have to make some of these to do this pairing, aren't we?
I feel vindicated now.
Oh, so I wonder if I could talk to my rep and say, hey, I'm gonna buy 1 bottle of Fireball. Can I get in on all the B-Tax now?
I'm sure that's not the way it works.
I'm going to be buying more Tatascans now.
I know.
gonna
I need to
fill up that-
reorder a bunch of
I'm
those
gonna,
too.
I'm gonna put it back in because I got that box with the Bovita still in it.
That's great. Actually,
Like,
I got
that
a
is
whole bunch of
perfectly acceptable.
It's good. It's okay. So I will tell you, if you're a flavored cigar smoker,
It's not
this
that.
isn't going to get you there.
No.
This is for someone that just wants a little flavor in their cigar, but not flavored.
If you've ever wondered how to taste tasting notes, and you're thinking, I'd like to have a definitive cigar cinnamon tasting note, this is it.
This would be you're right. This would be a really fun cigar to do a tasting panel on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
and
to help people see what they're getting and how they're getting it. Because I mean, the thing about a tasting note when you're smoking is
It's like floral
until you
cinnamon.
get the tasting note, you're just
That's
getting
crazy.
smoke.
Yeah.
You're just getting savory, whatever. But as soon as you get that first note that reminds you of a flavor,
Yeah.
your brain opens up and you're like, oh, now I'm getting this. Now I'm
Yeah,
getting this.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
this would be a great one to train a palate.
Yeah, I mean, and people that are like, I can't get that. It's like, yes, you can. You just have to train yourself for it, and
can.
you'll have a lot more bad tasting notes starting out before you get one that people are like, oh yeah, that's that.
Okay, no, that one left kind of a weird taste on my palate.
What
there
did?
on that puff?
It's like cinnamon honey, like
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, but with the whiskey, man, that
It's
just
almost
makes it-
French toasty, like
without
That
all
is
the
super weird.
Amberana crap.
yeah. I hate
Surprised I
that
haven't
that's as good as it is. I legitimately, I loathe that.
You questioned the scientist. Wow.
I did. He did that to spite us. You know he did. That's why he only got 3 cigars in with it.
Yeah, I know he did.
Oh, there'll be more going down this evening.
Dude, it's a cheap way to make a good cigar.
Like, okay, so the Tatascan is already a great golf course cigar, already a great, hey, my friends are just sitting around the campfire. I don't want them to smoke my knuckle sandwich 55s. I'll hand them this.
Yeah, it's a nice.
But
budget
taking
friendly.
this up, you're like, I'd smoke this along with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing with Aladino is, they're going to be doing this. Well, obviously, this is going to increase the price because they've got to create an entire room to be able to do this for the amount of cigars they're going to do. So it's going to increase the price, but you're still talking. This is probably going to be at the most $6-7 cigar with that much flavor. You're not going to be able to find too many cigars like that.
The only thing that'll compete with is like the Juarez. And the Juarez, as much as I love them, are not as consistent of a draw as the Tatascans are.
No, and that's the thing.
Like when I go to smoke a Juarez on the lawnmower, like I'll get it lit up and have my draw poker nearby.
Yeah.
Just it is because that's the
and
nature
it
of the
just
cigar.
could be that I think those come out of Pichardo, don't they?
I think you're
I think
right.
they do.
They'll probably switch
Or they
factories.
did at least. I don't know if they do now, but
I think the only
but
thing
they-
coming out of Pichardo is Mil Diaz right now.
there's still a couple more. I think the new Las Calaveras is coming out of Pichardo, I believe.
Normally
no, that's
it's my
father's.
father.
That's my
Yeah.
father's. That's right.
Yeah, Las Calaveras has always been my father.
Okay.
Which
But-
I wish they'd do some box press. So, Crown Heads, I know you're not listening, but if you are, my father does have the box pressing game on lock. So,
Yeah.
give me a box press Toro, please.
But at the Aladino factory, they draw test all their cigars.
Yeah.
So they should all have a good draw. I heard one guy say, and actually I think it was Brad Barton said that they don't draw test because they figure was it him?
Yeah, it was him.
Okay. Yeah, because he said that, if they roll them right, they shouldn't have an issue with that. I get that. But you're still going to have an occasion.
It's just an
where it
extra
twists.
safety.
It's just an extra
Yeah.
safety. Now, I will say, La Galera's killing it. I mean, they're doing great.
I have never smoked a La Galera that had a bad draw
No.
or like crazy construction issues. So.
Same.
I've been pleasantly surprised to see how the La Instructoras have been selling. I was afraid that those were going to be a little priced high for a new brand that no one ever heard of. People are smoking the heck out of them, man.
I have not
They
tried
love
that
them.
one either.
They love them. Some of them are a little bit saltier on price. Some of them aren't. But they're all kind of Ho-Chis. These are kind of babies.
It's really interesting that we brought in all these cigars that have like really, I would say more grunge labels like at one time because we got in the black label,
Yeah.
the dissident stuff, and now the La Instructora series where it's just like, they're kind of grungy cigars.
Well, you know what those
Like,
bands are, right? Those are all Jackson Pollock paintings.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like, oh, that makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah,
now. I
yeah.
still wish I could read what the cigar is on the label because you can't. But
you can on the one that
red
with
one?
yeah.
yeah.
But if you didn't know what it was and you like had stored one in your humidor for a year and just forgot, you'd be like, I don't have a clue.
Hey, and
It's
I will
cool,
tell you
though.
one thing: if you guys at La Galera are listening, please put UPCs on the cigars, the
Please.
barcodes, because it's hard to tell what they are when you bring them up to the register and someone doesn't know. Oh, that little one is number 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, I would love to see them have those on there and make it a whole lot easier for retailers. That's for sure.
This is so cinnamon. So cinnamon.
You
And
get
it's spicy cinnamon.
you could taste it on the wrapper.
Yeah.
Like if the wrapper in your mouth, you can taste that. if you actually just make an
Lick
effort.
it.
Lick
Lick
the
it.
wrapper while you're
Lick it
doing
and
it.
stick
Lick
it.
it and stick it, baby.
We just made the same joke.
Yeah, I know.
I mean-
See, I'm rubbing off on you, buddy.
You guys have been together for too long already. Or
Yeah, I know.
you know,
like
It's
an old
rough.
married couple at this
he's my
point.
boy. He's my boy.
I'm just sitting here happy because
Okay, why is Ed Sheeran playing on the TV? What is going on with this, Rob?
It's cigar and bourbon lounge mix.
Really?
Shit, they had
Ed Sheeran.
because Ed Sheeran is what everybody
apparently,
wants to hear.
I don't know what the heck it is.
When they walk into the lounge, you're like, you know what? I'm sitting here enjoying my whiskey. I'm
I
smoking
would
my
love
cigar.
to
I
listen
really
to
like some Ed
the
Sheeran
acoustic
right now.
version of Castle on the Hill by Ed Sheeran. That is the vibe.
You are the man. Good thing is, hopefully it'll be gone before anybody else comes in. So. No, shoot. Oh my God, what's his name? It was. I mean, some like '60s old school rock was on earlier.
Oh, that's tight.
and it was. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. That fits a little bit more. And then there was some jazz. I'm like, oh, I guess now we got.
Which I enjoyed
Something
that.
else.
The days when I was working and you were gone in Honduras, like I'd always have some jazz funk stuff going, and Tam would be like, "Why is there no lyrics? Like, you can't even sing along with it." It's like nobody wants to sing along with it. They just want to
Watermelon
smoke their
Man.
cigar. Dude, Watermelon Man is
It's
a
a good
banger.
song.
It's a banger.
It's a good song.
Like, if you just sit there and listen to that, it will take you to Groovy Town real
It does.
quick. Yeah.
Well, and there's nothing really going on TV today
Yeah.
on sports.
Yeah.
Till tonight. Tonight hockey's back on.
Speaking of sports, on the last episode, you talked about that you were going to Deshaun's campground.
Yeah.
So,
good times.
how drunk you get?
Oh, I didn't at all.
Oh, really?
No, I drank bourbon all day. I did not chug beers like they were doing.
Oh,
I just
okay.
drank bourbon all day. And,
What's a
That's
Deshaun's
fine.
beer of choice?
they
Miller
had-
Lite?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's they
I
call
figured.
those yellow fizzies.
Yellow fizzies. I got
That's
you.
that's what they
Fizzies.
drink. Like they'll drink like six
I
of
love
those.
that.
6 of those in between each of their craft beers they're drinking.
Mm.
When you walk onto the campground, which he said it before. If you know him, he'll you can always come out to the campground, but when you walk into the campground, first thing you got to do is take a hit off of the handle of Eagle Rare.
And we're talking about a legitimate, like, bottle hit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to take a chug of it.
And the funny thing was, Mike was talking last night. He said, "Yeah, we went to did this Eagle Rare. There were things floating in the
floaties.
bottle."
You know, it's gonna happen.
gosh.
It's gonna happen. Whiskey kills everything, though, so it's fine.
Whiskey with floaties?
But dude, I will
Yeah.
tell you right now.
And I was like, "Oh,
So,
that's good."
I know. I think it's. I don't know if it's his cousin's wife or exactly how they're related. But Stephanie was on the, which we need to shout her out.
Dude, I'm out of whiskey.
That girl
That
is
You guys can-
from New Orleans, and she knows how to make New Orleans food. She had flown in 30 pounds of live crawfish, and we had a crawfish boil. She
I saw
had
that. That looked
jambalaya
amazing. That
looked
going.
really
She
good.
had bread pudding going. I'm like, my gosh, I wasn't expecting to eat like that, and it was absolutely amazing. So yeah, we had that.
Did you actually go to the track, or you just hang
No,
out at
because
the
it was
campground?
Thursday. There was nothing going on
Oh,
at the
yeah.
track, so
Yeah.
we just hung out.
so they're just hanging out in the campground,
We just
Oh,
hang
yeah.
out there.
drinking. That's it.
It was. I mean, and if you ever been to the race up here, about 80% of the races are so freaking hot. You're just sweating in there.
Yeah.
It was so cool out there. We were in shade. I wore a sweatshirt and jeans all day and was
Oh,
comfortable.
yeah. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, this is great.
Yeah, I had a friend who posted on Facebook. He says, "If you live here and you've never been to the race, then I question your."
Yeah. You gotta go.
I've never been.
Really?
Yeah,
You gotta go
We've been
once.
here for almost 20 years, and I've never been there because heat and large crowds of people are not.
I don't
my
like
thing.
large crowds either.
Yeah.
This was actually more my gym. I would much rather go to like qualifications than the actual
Yeah.
race day.
Yeah.
I mean, 1 million people in one spot's just a lot.
Well, it's just crazy to me too. Like you'll see full-grown adults with headphones on, just to muffle the sound because it's
Wow.
so loud.
Usually it's not they're muffling the sound, they're actually listening into the pits.
Oh, okay.
Because you can actually tune in and actually listen to what's going on
Yeah.
in pit row.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
what
didn't
Scott
realize
does all the time too. Well, before you get any more whiskey, after we finish this, let's do the
Yeah.
I thought Scott was at the track listening to Ed Sheeran.
He might have been.
Honestly,
Might have been.
Okay, so what's the review on his Bloody Mary? Did you have one?
Oh my gosh, it was good.
Really?
Oh, I'm actually already ordered all the ingredients. I want to start making them. They're so good.
See, I never got into Bloody Marys.
That's my
not
first one I've ever had.
Tomato juice guy. I just don't. I don't.
This
enjoy
one
it.
was delicious.
I don't think I've ever tried a Bloody Mary, but just the idea of it sounds disgusting to me.
You'll be shocked.
I agree.
It's so refreshing. You would think it's going to be like heavy on the. No, it's refreshing.
But if you start putting hot sauce and
you put
bacon
hot
and
sauce
stuff
in there. Got hot sauce in there. You got tahini on the rim.
Okay, that's
got
a pro
lemon
move.
and
That's a
lime.
power move.
Yeah.
He uses A1 in there instead of Worcestershire, so it's like gives you that little bit of savoriness. It's good, very good. And pickled okra on top is not a bad thing
Pickled
either.
okra.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So I see those huge ones where they shove in like all sorts
yeah.
of food. It's like a
Chicken
basic
and
hamburger.
waffles, Yeah,
bacon and
it's like
I will tell you right now, after drinking one of those, you put a couple slices of candy bacon in it, that would be magic.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That would be
That's
magic.
the move.
Because I mean, I drank that one thing, and they're like, "Hey, are you hungry?" I'm like, "No, man, I just had a meal. I'm not hungry at all. I was good for another 4 hours."
I'm still enjoying the heck out of that retro hell.
it is so wild. Like, okay, so this definitely improved the Tatascan.
Yeah,
Here's the thing: I've never had the Tatascan
Straight up.
straight up. So
it's just a nice mild cigar.
Yeah, the thing that shines through most about it is the Corojo leaves. So a little bit of baking spice, super mild. Like, that is cool.
It is
Okay,
good.
hand me the first chat we're getting
All
into.
right, this is last year's,
okay.
so we'll try last year's.
Which
then
the
we'll
thing
jump
that
into
I
this
remember
year's.
the most about this is like a blackberry cobbler note in it.
see, to me, root beer float.
Huh.
That's what I get out of that.
You're gonna have that in my head now.
I'm anxious to get back to because I haven't had this in a long time. Which I think were you the one that got me this bottle, Scott, or was it
No,
Brandon?
Brandon must have done it.
Okay.
I did not. The thing is, the founders, the 10th anniversary one never made it to Indiana. So mine I got at Chattanooga. And
Okay.
they were in Tennessee. If you went to liquor stores down there around the distillery, you could find it.
I do understand the root beer float note. It's like more. It's more sarsaparilla. Like,
Yeah,
It's root beer float to me.
the nose definitely has got it going, doesn't it?
Yeah.
have you never had a sarsaparilla soda? It's like super. I don't know. It is. It's like you took root beer and just purified it
dude.
a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, like
It's the root, like
Take-
your dad used to get.
Take a hit of the whiskey and then do the
Sassafras is
Tatascan.
very
Okay.
similar. Sassafras is very similar to sarsaparilla, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think sarsaparilla is a little less strong on the note, where literally sassafras root, you just cut that up and throw it in water and boil it, and it turns into, flat root beer basically. So
If you
Oh
go
my
sip to smoke,
gosh.
go sip to smoke.
It's like root beer cobbler. It's just a weird thing. Go to the smoke now, Rob. If there was some way to make a root beer cobbler, I think that's what it would taste like.
oh, that's really good together. That's good.
That is crazy.
And what notes did you say you got out of 11?
11 to me was red berries and tobacco,
Gotcha. That's right.
or like a berry
And
cobbler
these are
and
both
a tobacco.
at 100 proof, or what are? What's
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're both at 100. Is 10 at 100?
Yep.
11,
Yep.
11's
So,
100.
So they put them all out.
Dr. J, tell us what they do with the Founders series.
So the Founder Series is, and specifically what they have is for like 11, they call it past, present, and future. So now they have 3 different Solera casks
Okay.
at Chattanooga. And
Which super quick rundown on Solera.
Yeah,
Cast.
yeah.
okay, so Solera cask, just a large finishing barrel. and I don't know the size of it, but I mean, if you stand somewhere, it's bigger than you, right? They're just pulling from this large cask.
Is there a finish inside?
No.
What is the Solera?
So
just a shape, basically.
So, like, if you've ever had the Chattanooga 91, that's all Solera barrel finish.
Gotcha.
So it's basically a large barrel, and if you go there, I went there to the Riverfront Distillery, and they have the Solera cask for 91. It's got a big 91 on it, and it's all that mash bill.
Yeah.
And they just keep pouring into that, and they keep pulling out of it. Except that's proof down to 91 proof. The Solera barrel sits at like 120 proof.
Yeah.
So when I was there, the guy that was taking me through, he said, "Have you ever had the 91 at like 120 proof?" I'm like, "No, but I would like to." And he pulled it right off the Solera barrel, and it was amazing.
So the Solera is basically a mix of old and new barrels.
Okay.
So they're always pulling into it, and they're always pulling off of it.
Yeah.
And so
does that mean
like an
91?
infinity barrel kind of thing
Yes.
going? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
and so now they have, and then
Wait,
they have a.
So are they batching before they go into the Solera barrel, or are they just dumping barrels that are designated
they're
for Chat
just-
91?
I think they're just dumping barrels that are designated at that mash bill,
Okay.
and they're dumping into there.
So it's what's that key brand? Oh goodness, there's a brand that you get little keys on the bottles.
Jeez. Oh my God, I just blanked on it.
Okay,
I know what
Blade
you're
and
talking
Bow.
about.
Blade and Bow.
that's it,
So
yeah.
they do the exact same thing with Solera casks, and their claim to fame is that there's still some Stitzel-Weller juice remnants in that Solera cask. Which, if you don't know, that's where the original Pappy bottles came from. That's where the Weller name came from. Okay, so Solera cask, we've been through that. Tell us about
So
Founders.
now they've got 3 of them. And so one Solera barrel is the 1816 barrel. And that is all of the old
MGP. Yeah.
juice that they started up with. I just used the word juice. I hate myself for that.
That's all right.
Sipping on gin and juice.
And then
laid back.
when I was there, those were the 2 Solera casks in that room. And there was a big X marked on the floor with painter's tape. And he's like, "We're bringing in a 3rd one." And that is going to be their Infinity Solera barrel.
Okay.
It's really nice.
Are
I've
they
seen
going
the
to
pictures
release
of
any
it.
of this at cast strength though?
I don't know. I don't know what their plans are.
To see what they do there.
But the Infinity Solera cask contains all of their stuff, but it's all different mash bills.
Oh, okay.
So like,
So even their-
the weeded mash bill is in there, and well, it might be, but all the different mash bills they keep like an Infinity cask. And so for the 11th edition, it's a blend of stuff from all 3 of those.
Wow.
So past, present, future kind of thing is.
So it
what
still
they-
has the MGP in it.
Yeah, and I think the 10th anniversary.
The 10th was just MGP.
was
and-
MGP so it was the first 2 Solera barrels.
Yeah.
And now
Okay.
they've started with the 11th edition. They've started blending in their 3rd one, which is that Infinity cask.
okay. Interesting.
So,
That's cool.
Yeah,
I love seeing people just change things up and do things different.
Well, and this is their like limited release bottle. Their once a year thing that changes.
yeah. And I was in here last night, and so I brought in a different bottle of Chattanooga, which was their B005 recipe, which is their weeded mash bill.
It was a single barrel.
and it's a single barrel. I don't think you like that one very much.
No, I wasn't a big fan of that
Yeah,
weeder.
but to me, I enjoy that one.
Weeder.
Wiener.
It's,
I hardly know her.
yeah. So
Almost killed her.
oh, God. Who's the middle schoolers now?
I think all of us.
Sorry, doctor. We'll quit interrupting you.
Yes, go ahead, doctor.
But I brought that in last night. I really enjoy that one too. This guy doesn't like it very much. To me, that was all like sort of vanilla pastry kind of
Oh, yeah.
creme brulee kind of
Totally.
sweet wheat stuff. And yeah, but I
I
really
think
enjoy
Lisa
it.
kind of liked it though, but it wasn't my jam.
Actually, it looks like from the back of this bottle, they have 2 different mash bills of theirs. They have the B002 and the SBO 91, which is their Chattanooga 91 mash bill. I don't know off the top of my head what B002 is.
Huh.
So it's a mix, actually, of their B002 recipe and then material from that Solera cask at the 91 and then the old 1816 stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when they were first starting, they weren't allowed to distill. So they had MGP barrels that were brought in, and they did a lot of finishing before finishing was cool.
Why were they not allowed to distill? Was there a reason behind that?
They're the ones that pioneered getting the laws changed in Tennessee to be able to distill, because they were not able to distill.
Oh,
Specifically
so
for Chattanooga, though. I don't think it was Tennessee statewide.
It was their county.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And they couldn't. And
So
they're
was
the ones.
Chattanooga a dry county at one point, or
I don't know
is
if
that
it was
what
a
the
dry
deal was?
county, but you weren't able to distill.
I think
there.
it was one of
Okay.
those Prohibition era laws that stuck around for a little bit too long.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That kept them from distilling.
Yeah, because
still.
are they the only distiller in Chattanooga now, or are there other ones?
They're the only one I care about. If they're
Well, yeah,
not
I
the
mean,
only
I've not
one.
heard of any other ones yet. So
I'm sure there's somebody else. Like the way the craft whiskey scene is going, I'm sure there's somebody else.
especially if they got the laws changed for them.
Yeah.
See-
I mean, that's a lot of what the Hubers did for Indiana.
Yeah.
So.
See, to me, the whiskey brings out a lot more of the cinnamon in the cigar.
It does. It does.
But I'm still getting that root beer float note from that.
That's just wild. I am a little bit
A
put
little
off
disturbed.
by how much I like this Tatascan.
I'm so happy because
Yeah.
I was hoping that would be one of those things that was just like, oh man.
Yeah. It's really good. It is really good. I think the JTS Brown one's still really good.
Yeah,
But
this one.
it would be a lot easier to recreate the Fireball one than it would be
Yeah.
JTS.
Yeah,
And you did the Peach Street also.
yeah.
What did you think about that compared to both of these?
Honestly, I think the JTS Brown was better. I think the Peach Street put too much into it.
Yeah, it was a
Okay.
lot of the. It
And
took
also
on a
it was
lot
in
of.
there longer too, so
Yeah.
that might have been part of the problem.
It took on a lot of the floral fruity qualities that the Peach Street has, and it just ended up being like once it smoked, it ended up being an astringent, almost I don't know, aspartame flavor, just
Yeah,
just
interesting.
because of that. So you kind of got to be careful with what whiskeys you used. On that, I don't think Old 55 would work well because of how grain forward it is.
Yeah,
I think like Elijah Craig would work well. I think that Backbone Light whiskey finished in
that could be good.
Imperial Stout.
I'm not
Cows.
wasting that whiskey.
No,
going
but I'm
Bobas.
sure it would be
Oh,
good.
it's only like an ounce or
That's
two. You have to
true.
pour in a
We could
bag.
easily-
You know,
I've got
that's
a bunch of
not a
bottles. We could
waste.
try
I don't think like my Old Bones cognac finished rye would work well in it. It's just you got to think about. You basically have to find a pairing whiskey with this cigar and say, okay, these are complementary notes. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's got to be complementary to work. I do think like a red breastless stout would work well with this, with just how like bready, short bready like
Yeah.
that is.
Screwball Tatascan.
Oh my God!
Peanut butter,
butter.
baby. Yeah,
Oh,
let's
my-
go.
Here he goes next. Here we go.
Do you have a bottle of Screwball?
Yes, I do.
Oh my gosh!
Who hurt you?
do you mix it with Fireball and
Peanut butter and jelly.
peanut butter and jelly?
No, I do keep one around the house just to make cocktails and stuff from.
Yeah.
That would ruin any cocktail you throw it in, man.
No.
I'm sorry.
That would
No.
ruin the
Oh my-
Angostura bitters.
Oh my God!
The simple syrup is
No,
sad.
if you want to go
Oh.
peanut butter and jelly, you go Screwball and Chambord.
You could probably do the blackberry whiskey from
Blackberry whiskey from Starlight.
Starlight. Would
it might
actually
be
probably work
good.
too.
Yeah.
Blackberry
I still couldn't do it.
Tatascan. That's the other thing I was.
I will say one thing: peanut butter whiskey is one of the most disgusting things on the planet.
You don't like peanut butter though, do you?
Oh, I love peanut butter.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Peanut
really?
butter whiskey is disgusting.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't think I've ever
Oh.
actually had peanut butter whiskey, but I do stay away from flavored whiskeys for the most part, just because of mouthfeel, how sweet they are. Most of the time I'm put off by it. By the time I actually get to the flavor,
yeah.
that Chattanooga Founders is really good.
It
I love
really
this.
is. I'm
Yeah.
anxious to get into the second one too. I think it's going to do something totally different.
we'll pass it over. I'll get us started on the second one. You
I
better
still
chug,
got some
Rob.
left here.
Chug, 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 chug.
You're not drinking fast enough. There you go.
There we go.
I'm caught up.
I have Isaiah Long. Oh, I took a big pour. I apologize.
Yeah, that works.
So
if this is precious.
So
to you.
today is
I'll probably get
Isaiah's last full working day here now. We keep saying that. I'm sure he'll probably find his way in here working occasionally anyway.
Yeah.
But
This is my last scheduled
this is his
working
last
day.
scheduled working day.
Yeah.
So we're going to be celebrating with him all day today.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I finally did bring in Barrel Armida because that's the one barrel product Rob doesn't like.
Yeah,
And
I'm
I-
anxious to get back into
I
it 'cause
think-
it's been a couple of years.
And this is the original batch that
And that's the
won
one we
the
had.
San Francisco World Spirits competition.
San Francisco's wrong. It's fine.
They're not wrong.
They're wrong.
Okay, here's the barrel pairing that I want to do. Which one is the orange one? Is it Vantage
Vantage.
Yeah.
and Laranja?
Might be orange overload.
It could be. I think you do the Vantage with the dedication commandment or commandant, whatever
And you
it
get
is.
chocolate covered orange.
Chocolate orange, yeah.
Like,
It
you
could be fun to try it with the Laranja
I-
because
I did VDN rye with
Yeah.
the Laranja.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Of course,
together.
that orphan barrel, VDN.
Yes.
Oh gosh,
Yes.
it's so good, dude. That's so good.
well, and that Laranja, that's probably one of the only cigars that I will smoke with an IPA or a sour because it actually will hold up with a citrus note in there to something like that.
Oh my gosh, that's so much more fruity. It doesn't have as much of those like rich oak notes that
Yeah,
the
root beer's
temp
gone.
does.
Yeah, no, it's not root beer.
And it's really light on the finish. Huh.
It's like you're right, man. It's like a berry mixture. It's like all the berries together in one berry.
Yeah, it's like berries and cream,
Oh.
man.
that's good.
That it-
And they're totally different.
yeah.
I love it. I love it. And you said we can't get Founders in Indiana, right?
You can the
11th
11th.
showed
You
up.
can.
11th in Indiana
The
now.
11th
Good.
I haven't
changed.
seen a bottle yet.
Where'd you
though.
get that one from?
Will got it for me. Shout out to Will.
Will,
to
shout
Will
out.
Breeden. I think he got it at
My
Royal
man.
Inn,
Rural Inn.
Roll in. Okay, good.
but they're already sold out.
I'm sure they are.
They had like two cases, and he had like 2 bottles left when Will grabbed mine. And I'm
I'll have
very
to reach
appreciative
out-
of that.
If Rural got them, I'll have to reach out to the rep and find out if they have any more at the distributor.
But the 11th edition did show up in Indiana. And The
Okay.
10th did not.
I got some Tennessee people looking out for a bottle for me of this.
Oh yeah.
Sadly, they go.
If they're looking out for you for a bottle, just tell them to get 2. I'll take another one.
Oh, I told them 2, and I figured the other one would go to Rob,
Oh.
but I never asked him.
Tell them 3.
Yeah,
We'll take them.
I'll
I'll
drink
just
another bottle.
I'll
of
just
that.
text Isaiah and say, "Hey, what you got, bub?"
Yeah.
Yeah, just grab a case and bring it up. We'll find people who want it.
That's actually
That's
for
good.
real.
That's a little bit deeper and richer in the flavors. than
That
the
to me,
10.
that's like
10
berry.
was a little lighter. This is just like a little deeper.
This is berries and tobacco. I get.
yeah. And I don't know if I'm getting any tobacco just because we're smoking with it right now, but
It's got a lot more spice on the palate too.
yeah, it does. I like it.
That makes
like
a
it a lot.
spicy boy happy.
By the way, shout out to your hat again. That thing hat's awesome.
I like that one.
Nash Pro Smokes, baby.
Yeah.
I figured I better support my 2 favorite brands on my
When
last
is-
there
day,
you
Crown
go.
Heads and Aladino.
right.
Rob and I are matching today, actually.
Yes.
Remind me.
3 favorite brands. Come on, man.
Oh,
Come on.
and final
Come on,
third.
man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Final,
Remind me.
Come on.
When is the Crown Heads event?
He
The
just
9th.
talked about it.
June 9th. June 9th.
That's going to be a good week between the French Lick, barrel pick, and that
You
event.
sobered up just in time to come to the Crown Heads event.
You know what I'm wearing to that event? That fitted Crown Heads hat.
Oh, there you go. That big blue one.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll be
Nice.
the only one that's actually able to fit that hat.
Yes. Size 12.3 or something.
You know who Herbie Hancock made that song about? Scott Johnston.
Yes.
Scott Johnston is Watermelon Man.
Watermelon Man.
I have a gigantic melon-sized head, and I realize
you really
that.
do.
But anytime you get those 7 3/4 fitted hats that nobody fits,
Yeah, but 7 3/4
I'm your guy.
tight.
I'm your guy. Bring them.
You're
7
like 7
3/4
7/8 is like perfect. For
7
you.
3/4 is a little bit tight. I get a little bit of a headache.
Yeah.
But But yeah, if you get those melon-sized hats and nobody fits,
Melon size hat.
What size is your head? Do you have a? You know what
No,
your
I
hat
don't
size
know.
is?
On all the Crown Heads hats, I just set them to actually 2 in the band, and
But
they're
what
good
about
to
the?
go.
Oh, okay.
But do you have any of the fitted ones? That
here,
actually,
let me see
No.
that.
No?
Let me see that.
Because my because I'm like 7 3/8.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
So you have
We
one.
might
You
have the
an
same
adjustment?
size, pretty close size head.
That's not bad.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Actually, that fits.
Nash Pro Smokes, baby.
Nash Pro Spokes. Oh, that's great.
Lisa's-
So we got a little thing coming for Isaiah for his last day.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Here we
no!
go.
What is in that glass?
Oh, it's a shot. It's a shot.
You have to drink all of those.
Yeah.
Where's
so,
it gonna go?
We'll just have to put it
Nice.
on the table for now.
Oh god!
So you got some
We got
really
some
good
Fireball.
Got some Fireball for you to drink later.
Oh yeah.
What else?
All the highest premium liquors on those little bottles for
White
you.
Claw.
White Claw.
White Claw has their own vodka, man.
Yep.
And what is in the cup?
Yeah, man. I'm taking care of you, buddy. Buttery
Nice.
nipple shot.
Buttery nipple shot.
Yeah. We got you covered, buddy.
I think.
And then what does it say? What does it say on there? We love our whiskey pastor.
We love the whiskey pastor.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I think. I
So
think
we
you
got
need
cake?
to do the buttery nipples shot
I-
during the podcast.
There's 4 of them.
Yeah, there's 3 more.
So you guys bought these
bring-
and stuck them into the cake?
Yes.
Yes.
We
were
washed
talking
them.
about
We
last-
washed them.
We were talking last night about what we needed to put in it.
Oh my gosh.
Hey Lisa, could you grab the other 3?
Buttery nipples for everybody.
Hi.
That is not something that should be taken out of context.
I like that. That was good.
You just
That
told
was-
that to a customer.
yeah.
You
this
can't
nice-
just say that.
And what was the response? And what was the
she
response?
went,
Oh my gosh.
It's like you get an attractive girl coming by and you yell that out. Come on, man. There you go, Isaiah.
Why is Dr. J so creamy?
Oh, that's great.
That's disgusting.
And
Are we
you
really
get-
doing these together?
Oh, yeah, we are.
Okay.
You know we are.
Crack the top, baby.
Crack the top, baby.
We have to shake it first?
So no, they're separate.
Oh, they're separate.
You gotta drink them down the side, man, where you get both of them.
Buttery
Oh,
nipples.
gosh.
Buttery nipples.
Come on, baby.
Oh, wait, buttery nipples.
Woo! Here we go.
All right.
Who hurt you?
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers for the buttery nipples.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Butterscotch.
Oh.
Wait. Sip the smoke on the Tatascan.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
There you go.
I'm getting the taste of nipple piercing right now.
Wait a minute. What is the taste of nipple piercing, Rob?
Cinnamon and buttery nipples.
Oh.
Oh,
My, that's disgusting.
Go
Oh.
sip the smoke.
You
it's
get-
all
Did
the
you go
sugar.
sip the smoke?
I can't even taste the cigar right
The
now.
sad thing is, this one little shot, I've got to go in there and pump a bunch of insulin in my body for all that sugar. That was just all the sugars. It's amazing, though. I mean, those shot glasses actually could be reused over and over, and those
Oh,
were like
yeah.
little stupid sample things that they put out.
Was that,
was
mine? Are
great.
you drinking mine? Or maybe Lisa took mine.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's great.
That is disgusting. You guys are sick
Hey,
and demented.
you got one more to give to the little lady when you get home tonight, or when you see her next.
The little lady is in Anderson. You have to convince her to come by, but she will not be into that.
What about White Claw?
She'd be like, wait, you have buttery nipples?
I don't know what that flavor
I'm
of the
there.
White Claw is for you, but I mean,
It's just their vodka.
oh, there you go, man. You're good. You're good.
I'll just give that.
He's excited.
He is so excited. I know that Fireball's he's gonna walk. He's gonna disappear in the back room later. He's gonna come back and there's gonna be an empty bottle of Fireball
Okay.
and White Claw.
Fireball, sip to smoke. Come on.
Oh,
I'm going to nub this thing. I'm actually enjoying this.
Dr. J, I will crack it open if you'll finish half of it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
all right.
I'll let you go at it first. So
You
we
guys.
Don't have to
Oh, there
share
you go.
that
You can
much
lick
cookies.
the icing off the
I
bottom.
don't have a glass for that one.
Those are washed, so you're fine. You can actually do that.
Just chug out of the bottle. You got to do half of it.
Is it the malt version or is it the whiskey version?
It's the cheap, nasty.
It's the whiskey version.
It's the
Oh,
glycol
yeah.
version. No,
You gotta do more than that. You gotta do
of it.
half.
There you go. There you go. No, Isaiah. You gotta drink
I'm
that.
drinking Fireball.
You told him
You really think I'm gonna drink Fireball?
you told him you would. Come on.
Yeah, you are.
Come on.
You are,
man.
or you don't get a piece of cake.
Cake is.
If you don't drink your Fireball, you can't have any pudding.
How can you have any pudding if you don't drink your Fireball? Sip the smoke.
Oh, regret. Regret.
Do it.
Oh, wait, you guys didn't save any for me? Darn.
Who hurt you guys?
Oh, my God.
This is disgusting.
Come on, you didn't like the Fireball candy when you were a kid?
No, it was spicy, man.
Oh, I love the Fireball
You like
candies.
spicy.
I do like spicy.
I do love those little Fireballs. Or no, they weren't called Fireball, were they?
Yeah, they're Fireballs.
Yeah, they are
Are
Fireball.
they Fireballs? Okay.
And the
Atomic
whiskey tastes
Fireballs. Atomic Fireballs,
Right,
that's what it
and
was,
the whiskey
yeah.
tastes exactly like it. Sip the smoke.
Atomic
Your
Fireballs.
impressions.
Are good.
Sip to smoke. All they taste is Fireball.
Yeah. Isn't that a wonderful thing?
No.
This is what regret tastes like, right?
What? And
You're just
why did you
jealous.
buy the
missed
buttery
it.
I am so.
nipples?
Gosh, I wish you guys would have saved some for me.
I'm sure
bring
there's
it.
more.
No.
I'll bring it.
Is there
No,
more?
No. No.
Hey, Tam, is there more Fireball?
Are there more
from this
Fireball?
cake?
No.
Rob
there's only
wants one.
I only
Rob-
want one.
Rob really wants one.
No.
I'm bringing it in for you.
No, you're not.
I got a big bottle.
No,
Just
you're not.
for you,
That's
baby.
right.
Give it to me 5 or 6 years ago.
I have a
Aged Fireball.
I have a 10-year-old handle at the house.
10-year-old handle.
It's like a third full at this
It's
point.
like crystallized on the rim now.
That's what makes it good.
It is, yeah. Well, it seals better once
Well,
it
of course
crystallizes
it does.
around the. Dude, that is nasty.
Oh.
Oh, you're not serious.
That
So
sucks.
VSOP.
That's Atomic Fireball whiskey.
What's the VSOP? I didn't even.
I don't know.
I just literally
It's gotta be
grabbed.
better than Fireball.
It's a Remy
I just
Martin.
literally grabbed 3 different things
Cognac,
plus the.
fine champagne.
Oh, cognac. Here goes
Here,
next.
open that for me. I can't get
Yeah,
it. You just have icing all over your hand now.
he's really wore
your other
his-
hand.
He's really wore his hands out.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's from the.
He's pretty used to.
I can't get it.
he's used to white crap all
I-
over his hands. It's fine.
I can't get it either. There you
I'm
go.
not touching it. Oh, here, I'll get it. I'll get it.
Don't grab the
Okay,
icing.
come on, trigger finger. You can do it.
Oh my God, that is tight.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, this has got to be better than the Fireball.
Oh, you'll drink that one.
It's better than Fireball. Probably acidic.
It's cognac. It's not terrible. Not great, but not terrible.
It's not great. It's not as good as Fireball.
Not as good as Fireball.
It's a lot better than Fireball.
It's a lot better than Fireball, I'm sure.
Remy Martin VSOP. Yeah.
Go sip the smoke
I was
again.
so disappointed because I went down to
We're
Elite
pairing the
Beverage.
Fireball Tatascan with everything.
So I went down to Elite Beverage yesterday, and I was thinking, oh, they're going to have a nice big selection. These were kind of some of the best stuff they had.
Dude, nobody buys taste. Okay, I take that back. Tasters in Tennessee, like you'll be able to get, like they have little taster bottles of like the Pennington Distillery
Yeah.
stuff and like all that, all like craft stuff. But here it's
Hands
just
are
like
slippery to use it.
they put tasters on the shelf here for homeless people.
Yeah. I mean, the best thing I think on the bar was
Okay,
like,
that is wildly insensitive
That
for
was-
me to
I was
say.
going
that
to
was
say that's
mean.
horrible. How dare you,
wow.
I don't take that
God,
back.
I'm so glad you got fired from here.
dude?
Jeez.
Dude,
He's like, what the hell?
Cheers.
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 Jane
Tam,
says-
come here. Come here, Tam. You got to finish this off.
yeah, come here.
It's cognac.
It's cognac. Come here.
Come here. Come on, Tam. Yeah.
It's cognac. You guys can try.
Yes, it is.
No, that's cognac.
Read it. It's cognac.
It's Remy Martin cognac.
Okay.
No, that one's Remy Martin
No.
cognac.
Try it. It's cognac.
It's cognac.
It is.
Drink the rest of it.
It's not horrible.
Lick the icing off the bottle and then try it.
Oh, that might actually make it taste better.
Finish it off, Tam. Come on.
Little bit icing off the bottle
Yeah.
and then
Lisa,
sip it.
you're up next.
There you go.
Come on, Lisa. You can do it.
Lick the icing and then do it.
It's just all taking bottle hits off this little tiny
Okay.
cognac.
I would just like to say, I'm done, but
Look at you nubbing that bad boy. You still got a little of the other cigar once we finish this up.
you know what? You can all admit that Fireball Tatascan was better than you expected.
It was. Honestly,
whole lot better.
it held up to the JTS Brown one, which we were shocked how good it was.
I am just
That's
so
what I'm
sad
saying.
that I'm trying to get my palate to recover after that shot. It's
After the buttery
disgusting.
nipples?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah, the whole mouth is like still creamy. Like, yeah, and not in a good way.
No,
Yeah, we got to keep drinking.
Lisa doesn't like that cognac. You picked a bad one, Rob.
It was the only one they had.
It's all right.
I mean, I could have got some Four Roses, but no one wants that crap.
I do.
Everybody
I
wants
like Four Roses.
Fireball more than Four Roses. I mean,
Four
come
Roses
on.
small batch.
That's
is
what it
good.
was.
Four Roses small batch select even better.
No, this was way more fun seeing you drink those than it was to just have regular whiskey out there.
You know what's good? That we haven't touched the vodka. We're just gonna leave that.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you want to drink it with me.
No, I'm good.
You gotta
drink it
start
with
by
you.
drinking half of it.
I'll drink with if you will drink it.
It might accidentally
I-
end up down the front of my shirt. I'm so
totally
drunk.
fine not drinking it, and it's fine. We can wait and use
I
that
just
for
could-
because those are usually 2 ounces, aren't they?
I
Or
think they're an ounce and a half.
You know
we
what's
could do
horrible?
we could do a nice little Bloody Mary with it later.
There you go.
Would you watch your finger? You've almost burnt your finger 4 times doing
Well,
that.
I got
What's your
icing
deal?
all over my hands. And you have one of these calibrators, the one that pushes up rather than down. And it's very difficult.
Hey Tam, would you be able to bring a napkin over here?
Why, I suppose.
She supposes. Thanks, Tamuel.
Timothy,
Timothy, Tamanthia.
Waitress.
Samantha, Latrice,
Waitress.
Oh, Scott. Hey, can you give me a towel? We need a towel before
Oh,
the
gosh.
before the whole wood starts coming off here. Because
Man, you give Scott a half a half airplane bottle of Fireball, and he goes crazy.
Thank you. God, Scott.
There.
It's the icing all over my hands.
Yeah,
That's
the icing's not what got you drunk, buddy.
not drunk.
Oh, I do think this is the first spill on this table on this show. Rob
is.
typically spills over the edge.
I'm pretty sure it's not. I've watched the show.
On the show, that's the first spill because we've been really careful.
Yeah.
Now we do. I did find out that orange, the orange glow cleaner, is probably the best thing for this. So we're gonna go get some of that this weekend and actually clean the table.
Again, shout out to Derek at Deadwood Live for this table.
Shout out.
This thing's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
This table is amazing. And he's also just a solid, awesome guy too. What's up, Brian? Brian Patterson's in the house. Cheers again.
Cheers again. My goodness.
My man,
We're
he's got.
celebrating
Hey,
today.
did you see that nice blue car out there he's got now? Isn't that beautiful?
He got a new Mustang.
Did.
Dang.
Now
they
don't
treat
ask
you
him
right.
why he got a new Mustang.
You did? Okay.
Because there's easier ways to get an upgrade than having a wreck.
Hey, she is pretty though. She is pretty. That
is
blue
pretty.
is beautiful.
That's a really nice.
It's almost in this cloud cover. It almost has a purple hue to it. It's nice. I like it.
That's a good color. Yeah. Well, I suppose we could probably wrap this up.
We could,
It's been fun.
or we could just keep smoking and drinking.
Keep smoking and drinking.
Yeah. I mean, we could actually bounce this over to our OnlyFans page where we're just sitting there smoking and drinking.
Yeah, so
I mean, I
it-
gotta pull a nipple out.
Buttery
first
nipples?
before we're-
If you want to
that
check
out.
out Final Third Cigar and Whiskey Lounge on OnlyFans, onlyfans.com/Final Third Cigar.
There is no page there. If
Some-
there is, it's probably not us.
It's definitely not us. It might be Rob. Rob has been talking like he's in a little bit of a money hurt lately. He's probably showing his toes.
We do need money.
Rob
I will
is-
show my toes for money. I will.
Yeah.
Shit, I'll
So
do it right now.
if
Are
you
we
want
Doing
to, if
foot
you want
fetish
to,
things now?
if you or a loved one have a foot fetish,
Come look at my mangled feet.
yeah.
Wow.
If you ever wanted to see somebody do an ingrown toenail surgery so badly, Look at Rob's feet. Check him out on
No.
Feet Finder.
No, I don't have any ingrown. They're actually pretty nice, except for the big old freaking knot on the side of my foot from when I broke a bone that
This
grew
is
back.
unhinged. We need to end this show.
No, it's great, man. It's
And
great.
with that,
One expert opinion I can weigh.
Oh, Brian is a podiatrist.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We're probably should put
Dr.
that on-
Patterson, Dr. Johnston.
All the doctors in the
I
house.
don't help people.
One helps people's feet.
I don't help
One
people.
doesn't help people
At
at all.
at all.
He just works for Eli Lilly and chews gum all day
Chews gum all day. And drinks Fireball.
and drinks Fireball.
yeah, because Fireball is
Fireball
the
makes
thing.
his gum taste better.
It probably does. Probably re-energizes. You know, after you chew your gum for so long, you lose all flavor. Drink some Fireball, recharge it.
Are you going to be able to use this now?
Maybe what you should do is you should start getting all your used gum and throw it in a box with a Bovida pack with Fireball and recharge your gum.
I am going in there and I'm buying 3 more Tatascans.
You need to buy more than 3, dude. If you're
Oh
gonna keep
yeah,
doing this.
I'm going to load it up
Do a bundle.
and I'm going to,
Bet you won't.
Bet you won't,
Bet you won't.
sissy.
yeah. It's,
Hey, 15% off still today on box prices and bundle
box
prices.
prices. We're doing
Bundle.
boxes
As
and
long as
bundles
it's
now.
16
Bundle.
or above, maybe you're good.
Dude, that takes your
Let's-
bundle to like probably under $70.
Let's just all admit we're happy
You
that
did good,
Isaiah
buddy.
liked the Fireball Tatascan.
You did
It,
good.
it's legitimately good.
It actually
I
is.
will
what I'm
give you
saying.
that.
Now, I will say, after smoking it, and obviously I'm way behind you guys, but I've lost most of the Fireball. I'm
Really?
not getting very much of the
It's
Fireball.
probably
on it
because you
left.
just did that shot that you bought for us.
Could
It's
be
the,
that.
It's the buttery nipples that made you lose the
Buttery nipples.
Fireball.
Can you imagine walking into the Hog House, the music box over there, and saying, "I'd like the buttery nipples"?
Oh, they know what that is. I
You think
guarantee-
so?
Oh, I guarantee they make that shot. Oh yeah,
You know the
a lot of
reason
bars make that shot. Actually,
the reason that
they
you
really
lost
do. They don't separate them.
Yeah.
Pour it together. But,
Yeah, they're waiting for them to curdle.
I mean, literally, all it is
It's gonna
is
curdle.
So what's the white side of that? I mean, the other side
Probably
is just
Bailey's, I guess.
yeah, it's probably just Bailey's and butter or butterscotch schnapps. That's all it was probably.
the reason why you lost the Fireball is because you didn't drink the Fireball.
Probably,
Yeah.
probably.
You probably should have. You should make it up to your show listeners by drinking a whole thing of vodka.
Probably shouldn't.
Probably should.
All right, let's split it. Let's go.
Okay.
White Claw Fireball for all the basic bitches out
This
there.
is White Claw Spirits Premium Vodka, 40% ABV.
You're drinking half of
You're
it.
first,
You're drinking half of it.
half and half.
We'll do this the right way. Ready?
the right way. Oh, he's licking the bottom of it because it got stuck in the cake. That
Great.
means I can't really
now
stick
we
it
can't
back
have the
in.
icing.
You got to drink more. More, Rob. That's not half.
There you
That's
go.
not half.
It's way under half.
You're
What the hell are you
above
talking about?
half. More, Rob. You have to drink
That's
more.
you, buddy. Now.
Well, that concludes our episode.
No, it does not.
today.
You gotta drink it.
Thanks for tuning
Nope,
in.
nope.
to-
He drank way
Drink
more
it.
than
Drink
half.
it. Drink
you
it.
gotta drink the other half.
I don't drink vodka.
You do
You
today.
do now.
You don't drink Fireball
You
either.
do
but
now.
What you do?
Well, is this peer pressure? My
It's-
mom warned me about this stuff.
Well, you know
Coming out
what?
to the real world.
You went into the church world, buddy. You might as well get used to it. Go, go, go. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Oh God!
There's no. Well, don't even go.
You have
Oh
to,
God!
you
There's
have to
no
lick
flavor
the icing
at
first.
all.
You have to lick the
It
icing.
just tastes like nasty.
There's literally no flavor.
Yes, there is flavor.
Honestly, if you had licked the bottle, you'd been fine. There was no flavor.
I wasn't gonna lick it. You got herpes.
Dude, come on, come on, man. We've swallowed some spit before.
Wow. Things that you learn.
I mean, drinking off a bottle. What are you thinking?
Yeah,
Scott?
what are you talking about,
Wow,
Scott?
Scott.
Wow.
Wow,
Why am I drinking
All right.
vodka on this freaking show
you just did it.
with you?
My man, my boy, my boy. All right, guys. Well, thanks a lot for listening. Again, if you want to come in and get this pairing, the dedication, and what do we pair with that
The
today?
architect.
The architect.
Penelope Architect.
Someone took it away, so I saw that. We'll have that in here. We've got a full case of the architect. Even if you don't want this cigar, that architect's going to go well with almost any cigar you try in there. It's a really good.
I think you should pair
pour.
it with any of the dedication.
Yeah.
Let's do
any
that
of the
for the
we
board.
will for sure.
Yeah.
So if you want to try something a little bit more chocolatey, definitely go to the Commandment or Commandant.
The Commandant or the Coach. I think you have.
I don't have both. I've only got the one because the
You only
Coach
have the
didn't sell
Coach.
well.
You only have the Coach.
Whichever one I've got.
I bought the Commandant box.
Okay.
And I haven't seen Commandant in here since.
I haven't because honestly they didn't sell as well as the Coach. Whichever one
The
we got.
Commandant is actually really good.
You want me to buy you a box? You can buy a box.
I already have a box.
All right. So,
I bought a box last time.
All right.
You bought a box last year.
last year, and you still have a
Taking
box.
you forever to go through the
gotta
box.
work on
It's
that,
like he's
buddy.
afraid to crack the cellophane on it.
All right. In fairness,
All right, listen up.
it's been too cold up until now. And so now I'm starting to work on those Commandants.
Good,
And if you
good.
want the chocolate,
That's it.
you want the Commandant or the Coach.
Or the Coach. Yeah, both of those are bigger
Oh.
cigars. So
Jeez, that Vesper, when I lit it back up, it found all the red pepper for me.
really nice.
Yeah, straight up.
Nice. Well, again, thanks a lot, guys. Come in here and see Isaiah. He'll still be hanging out. He's going to be probably in here maybe a little bit more than he normally was because he's not working here anymore. So
Yeah.
hopefully we can still see him a lot in here.
Oh, yeah.
Come
Come
by and
here,
see this guy. He's in here all the time.
Make him work.
Make him work.
Of course, this
I've
will
been
air
trying
like
to do
a
that
week
since
from
he
now.
started here. It doesn't work, man. I'm telling you.
hurt you?
All right.
Who hurt you?
All right. And
All right.
Dr. Crosby this week. That's the dude who did my surgery.
Oh, I was thinking Bill Cosby maybe.
Are you
hurt
getting the other one done?
Yeah, I will. In July, I'm getting the other one done.
Yeah.
The nice
Although
thing-
that one feels like somebody else, so it's fine. All right. You can follow me on Instagram at Final Third Cigar.
You can follow me on Instagram at Whiskey Cynic.
You can find me at the Whiskey Pastor.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. Sorry about all the shenanigans, but this was a great day.
I'm sure you
so-
enjoyed the shenanigans.
It was fun, yeah.
It's
So-
celebrating you.
It's
man.
celebrating.
Absolutely. So cheers to you, buddy.
Cheers.
Cheers
Out
to
of
you guys.
whiskey. We'll fix that.
And cheers to you guys. See you next week.
See you next week.